All right, back in Job again, starting at 17 now. You know, his friends have been pretty much calling him a sinner and saying he done this and that probably is why God's done this stuff to him. And, you know, he's like, well, you guys are really miserable at trying to help a friend or whatever. But, yeah, let's start here at 17 now. My breath is corrupt. My days are extinct. The graves are ready for me. And they're not mockers with me. Huh. Oh, are there not mockers with me? And does not mine eyes continue in their provocation? Lay down now, put me in a surety with thee. Who is he that will strike hands with me? For thou hast hid their heart from understanding, therefore shalt thou not exalt them. He that speaketh flattery to his friends, even the eyes of his children shall fail. Ain't that something? He that speaks flattery to his friends, even his eyes will fail. His children's eyes will fail. He has made me also a byword of the people, and aforetime I was a tabret. My eyes also is dim by reason of sorrow, and all my members are as a shadow. Upright men shall be astonished at this, and the innocent shall stir up himself against the hypocrite. The righteous also shall hold on his way, and he that has clean hands shall be stronger and stronger. But as for you all, do you return and come now? For I cannot find one wise man among you. My days are past, my purpose are broken off, even the thought of my heart. They change the night unto day, the light is short because of darkness. I wait. Oh, if I wait, the grave is my house. I have made my bed in the darkness. I have said to corruption, thou art my father, to the worm, thou art my mother, and my sister. And where is now my hope? As for my hope, who shall see it? They shall go down to the bars of the pit when our rest together is in the dust. Sad, huh? Then answered Bildad the Shushite, and said, How long will it be, or ye make an end of words? Mark, and afterwards we'll speak. Wherefore are we counted as beasts, and reputed vile in your sight? He teareth himself in his anger. Shall the earth be forsaken for thee? And shall the rock be removed out of his place? Yeah, the light of the wicked shall be put out, and the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of his strength shall be straitened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. The gin, which is a snare, I guess, the snare shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terror shall make him afraid on every side, and shall drive him to his feet. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. His confidence shall be rooted out of his tabernacle, and it shall bring him to the king of terrors. It shall dwell in his tabernacle, because it is none of his. Brimstone shall be scattered upon his habitation. His roots shall be dried up beneath, and above shall his branch be cut off. His remembrance shall perish from the earth, and he shall have no name in the street. He shall be driven from light into darkness and chased out of the world. These men have a lot to say, don't they? He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwelling. They that come after him shall be astonished at his day, as they that went before were affrighted. Surely such are the dwelling of the wicked, and this is the place of him that knoweth not God. Then Job answered and said, How long will you vex my soul and break me in pieces with words? Torment. How long will you torment me? These 10 times have ye reproached me. Ye are not ashamed that ye make yourselves strange to me. And be it indeed that I have erred, my error remaineth with myself. If indeed ye will magnify yourselves against me, and plead against me my reproach, know now that God has overthrown me, and has compassed me with his net. Behold, I cry out of wrong, but I am not heard. I cry aloud, but there is no justice. He has fenced up my way that I cannot pass, and he has set darkness in my paths. He has stripped me of my glory, and taken the crown from my head. He has destroyed me on every side, and I am gone, and my hope has he removed like a tree. He has also kindled his wrath against me, and he counteth me unto him as one of his enemies. His troops come together and raise up their way against me, and encamp around about my tabernacle. Sounds like he's talking about his friends there. He has put my brethren far from me, and my acquaintance are verily estranged from me. My kinsfolk have failed, and my familiar friends have forgotten me. Then they that dwell in my house and my maid count me for a stranger. I am an alien in their sight. I called my servant, and he gave me no answer. I entreated him with my mouth. My breath is strange to my wife, though I entreated for the children's sake of my own body. Yea, young children despise me. I arose, and they spoke against me. All my inward friends hate me, and they whom I loved are turned against me. My bones cleave to my skin and to my flesh, and I am escaped with the skin of my teeth. This sounds like me when I had tick disease real bad. I'm telling you, I had Rocky Mountain tick fever and that Lyme's disease at the same time, and I literally sound and like what he talks about how he is. I had whelps all over me, itching, and oh man. Have pity upon me, O ye my friends, for the hand of God has touched me. Why do you persecute me as God, and are not satisfied with my flesh? Oh, that my words were now written. Oh, that they were printed in a book. They are. That they were graven with an iron pen and laid in the rock forever. For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon the earth. Praise God. And that is in Revelations. And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see God. Hallelujah, the resurrection. Whom I shall see for myself, and my eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me. But ye should say, Why persecute we him, seeing the root of the matter is found in me? Be ye afraid of the sword, for wrath bringeth the punishments of the sword, that ye may know there is a judgment. Then answered Sophar the Namathite, and said, There's everything but termites in here, ain't there? And said, Therefore do my thoughts cause me to answer, and for this make haste. I have heard the cheek of my reproach, and the spirit of my understanding causes me to answer. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is sure, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach up to the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, Where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hand shall restore their goods. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it, and come on, phone, spare it, and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth, yet his meat in his bowels is turned, it is the gall of asp within its poison and venom. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. God shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asp, the viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he has oppressed and has forsaken the poor. Because he has violently taken away an house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left, therefore shall no man look for his good. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, God shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him through. It is drawn, and it cometh out of the body, yea, the glittering sword cometh out of his gall. Terrors are upon him. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. The heavens shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. The increase of his house shall depart, and his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. This is the portion of a wicked man from God, and the heritage appointed unto him by God. This book will clear your throat out, I can tell you that much. But Job answered and said, Hear diligently my speech, and let this be your consolations. Suffer me that I may speak, and after that I have spoken, mock on. After I shut up, go ahead, mock me. As for me is my complaint to man, and if it were so, why should not my spirit be troubled? Mark me and be astonished, and lay your hand upon your mouth. Even when I remember, I am afraid, and trembling taketh hold of my flesh. Poor guy. I feel so sorry for him. Wherefore do the wicked live, become old, yea, are mighty in power? Their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. Their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of God upon them. Their bull breeds and faileth not. Their cows calveth and casteth not her calf. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel and the harp, and rejoice at the sound of the organ. They spend their days in wealth, and in the moment go down to the grave. Therefore they say unto God, Depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit shall we have if we pray unto him? Look, their good is not in their hand. The counsel of the wicked is far from me. How often is the candle of the wicked put out? And how often cometh their destruction upon them? God distributeth sorrow in his anger. They are as stubble before the wind, and as chaff that the storm carrieth away. God layeth up his iniquity for his children. He rewardeth him, and he shall know it. His eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. For what pleasure has he in his house after him, when the number of his months is cut off in the mist? Shall any teach God knowledge, seeing he judges those that are high? One dieth in his full strength, being wholly at ease and quiet. His breasts are full of milk, and his bones are moist with marrow. And another dies in the bitterness of his soul, and never eateth with pleasure. They shall lie down alike in the dust, and the worm shall cover them. They're all going to die the same. Behold, I know your thoughts, and the devices which ye wrongfully imagine against me. For you say, Where is the house of the prince, and where are the dwelling place of the wicked? Have you not asked them that go by the way, and do you not know their tokens or signs? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction? The wicked is reserved for the day of destruction. They shall be brought forth to the day of wrath. Who shall declare his way to his face? And who shall repay him what he has done? He shall be brought to the grave, and shall remain in the tomb. The clods of the valley shall be sweet upon him, and every man shall draw after him, as there are innumerable before him. How then comfort ye me in vain, seeing in your answer there remaineth falsehood? Then Eliphaz the Temanite answered and said, Can a man be profitable unto God, as he that is wise? He that is wise may be profitable unto himself. Is it any pleasure to the Almighty that thou art righteous, or is it gain to him that thou makest thy way perfect? Will he reprove thee for fear of thee? Will he enter with thee into judgment? Is not thy wickedness great, and thy iniquities infinite? For thou hast taken a pledge from thy brother for nothing, and stripped the naked of their clothing. Thou hast not given water to the weary to drink, and thou hast withholden bread from the hungry. But as for the mighty man, he had the earth, and the honorable man dwell in it. Thou hast sent widows away empty, and the arms of the fatherless have been broken. Therefore snares are round about thee, and sudden fears trouble thee. Man, these guys are mean. Or darkness that thou canst not see, and abundance of water cover thee. Is not God in the heights of heaven, and behold the heights of the stars, how high they are? And thou sayest, How does God know? Can he judge through the dark clouds? Thick clouds are a covering to him that he seeth not, and he walketh in the circuit of heaven. Hast thou marked the old way which wicked men have trodden, which were cut down out of time, whose foundations was overflown with a flood, which said unto God, Depart from us, and what can the Almighty do for me? Yet he filled their houses with good things, but the counsel of the wicked is far from me. The righteous see it and are glad, and the innocent laugh them to scorn. Whereas our substance is not cut down, but the remnant of them the fire consumeth. Acquaint now thyself with him, and be at peace. Thereby good shall come unto thee. Receive, I pray thee, the law from his mouth, and lay up his words in thine heart. If thou return to the Almighty, thou shalt be built up. Thou shalt put away iniquity far from thy tabernacle. Then shalt thou lay up gold as dust, and the gold of Ophir as the stone of the brook. Yea, the Almighty shall be thy defense, and thou shalt have plenty of silver. For then shalt thou have thy delight in the Almighty, and shalt lift up thy face unto God. Thou shalt make thy prayer unto him, and he shall hear thee, and thou shalt pay thy vow. Thou shalt also decree a thing, and it shall be established unto thee, and the light shall shine upon thy way. When men are cast down, then thou shalt say, there is lifting up, and he shall save the humble person. He shall deliver the island of the innocent, and it is delivered by the pureness of thine hand. And Job answered and said, even today is my complaint bitter. My stroke is heavier than my groaning. Oh, that I knew where I might find him, that I might come even to his seat. I would order my cause before him and fill my mouth with arguments. I would know the words which he would answer me, and understand what he would say unto me. Come on. Will he plead against me with his great power? No, but he would put strength in me. There the righteous might dispute with him. So shall I be delivered forever from my judge. Behold, I go forward, but he is not there, and backward, but I cannot perceive him. On the left hand, where he does work, but I cannot behold him. He hideth himself on the right hand, that I cannot see him. But he knoweth the way that I take. When he has tried me, I shall come forth as gold. I wish I could say that. My foot has held his steps. His ways have I kept, and not declined. Yeah, and it did say that he was an upright, perfect man in the beginning when the devil, went after him. Neither have I gone back from the commandments of his lips. I have esteemed the words of his mouth more than my necessary food. But he is in one mind, and who can turn him? And what his soul desires, even that he does. For he performeth the things that is appointed for me. Hallelujah, and he does. And many such things are with him. Therefore am I troubled at his presence. When I consider, I am afraid of him. For God maketh my heart soft, and the Almighty troubleth me. Because I was not cut off before the darkness, neither has he covered the darkness from my face. All right, that's where I'm going to leave it. I'm on 24. I'm basically reading like 8 chapters a day or something. So I will pick up here next time. I hope you like it. I like reading it to you, and I would hope that you would get in here and read it for yourself. It's a good book. Job does come out the winner, spoiler alert, but he does come out the winner. His buddies aren't talking so good, and God gets angry with them, and he has to sacrifice for them. So, because, Job answers more righteously than they. But, yeah, I'll pick up on 24 next time. I just want to say God bless you, and maybe tomorrow night. Later, y'all.